Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Terrence McDonough is investigating a brutal murder while trying to manage his life, which includes a coke habit, addiction to pain meds, a prostitute girlfriend, a massive gambling debt, and murderous gangsters in Werner Herzog's Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 124, The Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
Folks, I'm going to apologize right now. You may hear the sounds of traffic in the background. It's because I'm leaving my window open in my office. Because it's fucking hot out.
It's in the 80s.
It's in the 80s today.
Mm-hmm.
It is April 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th? 10th. It's April 10th.
Yeah.
It's like 82 degrees out today.
It's a hot one.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet.
No, nobody
is. It slows me down. Me down. I feel like I'm, I don't know.
Literally just turned spring like 3 weeks ago. Let's experience spring before we get into weather that is fitting for the middle of fucking July.
Yeah.
Of course, the worst part of the hot weather is that apparently my neighbors decide that it's okay to grill now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like the grilling out?
Not at an apartment.
Oh, okay.
Grilling is fine if you live in a house with your own backyard.
Or how about, I know like my brother had an apartment that had one of those like little balconies.
Not acceptable.
With a grill on it.
Not
really
acceptable.
Really?
Nope.
What's wrong with that?
It's an apartment.
What's wrong with that?
It is an apartment. You do not grill at an apartment.
But why?
Because it's a tiny place. You have certain inconveniences that you have to deal with. Apartment versus house. One of those is grilling.
But if you had your own little balcony, why would that matter? Why would that matter?
Because you're going to disturb other people around you.
You mean sound-wise or smell-wise?
Both.
Okay. See, I always thought it was pleasant. I'm like, oh, somebody's grilling out. How pleasant is that?
It's not very pleasant when you deal with the assholes who live around you.
Okay. Well, I always like the smell. I mean, I don't
care. I
care
like the smell when it's doors away,
Mm-hmm.
not right outside my window.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it's my window.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. You don't grill in an apartment. You don't grill in a condo. If you want to grill, you buy a fucking house. You rent a fucking house.
Oh, how about if you rent a room in a house? Can you grill in the room?
Nope. You can't even grill at that house.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't live there.
Man, there's all
You're
kinds
just
of...
a tenant.
I didn't know there was all these grilling rules.
I'm laying them down.
Yeah. You're the grill expert.
We live in a society, and I am trying to enforce those rules.
Welcome to Griller Trash.
Nobody will listen to me. People will disagree with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm right. And you're all wrong.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, then, they should realize that.
Yeah, they should.
They being me.
Yeah. Don't grill in an apartment. Now, you, like in your situation, you live with your mother.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I don't even rent the room.
Right. You can grill if she has a grill.
Uh-huh.
If she lets you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the house rule. If you rent a room in a house.
It sounds like you're making them up as you go.
I am. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Okay. Oh, I see. It's more like a law in progress. Like,
yes.
You're working
yes.
with us, the people, as we evolve.
If you rent a room in a house and you have roommates, whoever is the main person that is whose name is on the lease,
the deed holder, yeah.
Right? If they have a grill and you get their permission,
right,
and everyone is involved, then you can grill.
Okay. What if you rent a room in an apartment,
No.
but they own the apartment building and they
Nope.
say it's okay?
Nope.
Okay. I thought that might come up in a
No.
lawsuit or something.
Nope. Has to be a house.
Okay. Has to be a house. Okay. All right. How about those apartment buildings in Chicago that have a roof where people sit up on there and watch Cubs games? Could you grill on top of that apartment?
Okay, those are different because those apartments have specifically been redesigned for the Cub games.
Right.
And they're basically just restaurants. Really expensive restaurants.
Right.
On a roof. So those are acceptable.
But only in baseball season.
But only in baseball season, only when you're watching the Cubs.
Spring training?
If you are down in Florida or wherever it is the Cubs go to spring training, that's fine.
Okay.
Away games, not fine.
No. You can't even watch it on TV up there.
Nope.
Okay.
The Cubs have to be playing at Wrigley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm behind that one.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, you're right. It is warm outside.
Yes, it is.
In fact, I was going to ride my my two-wheeler over here today, my bicycle.
Right.
But I realized Doogie has my bike lock.
Okay.
So I was out with my lovely lady friend this morning. And,
Your mom?
No, not my mom. She is lovely, and she is a lady, and she is my friend. But that is not whom I was speaking of. Kathleen Coyle.
Yeah.
And we stopped at a Meijer so she could get some produce.
I believe it's called Miger.
Meijer. Okay. And I picked up a bike lock there.
Yeah.
For $8.
Uh-huh.
It was a Master Lock. So, I figured that's a good brand. And,
And it broke immediately?
well, I went home and I was like, man, it is hot outside. I was like, it's like in the 80s. And I was like, I can still ride my bike there because it's only like, what is that, like 6 blocks or 8 blocks or something?
It's a lot closer than you've ridden your bike before.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. So I was like, yeah, whatever, it's hot. So I open up the bike lock package, and it's one of those combination locks where, you have to unlock it, and then you tweak a little button,
Right.
and you can set it to whatever number you want,
Right.
and then you tweak the button back again, and then you lock it. And
Yeah.
So I did all that as per instructed. I open it up, I tweak the thing, I roll it to the numbers that I want it to be on, and then I click the thing back, and I lock it, and it won't lock.
Huh.
And so I was like,
Did
well,
you forget the numbers after?
no,
Okay.
because it was the same combination I've used for like 10 years on all my bike locks.
Which is?
1835. and and no one's gonna remember that. and so I and that might not really be the real one. Yeah, you hear that? That might not be the real number. So I was like, well, maybe one of the numbers was off by one when because when they're in that lax state, they're a little loose.
Yeah.
And so I tried every possible combination of one number being off by one, and it still didn't work. So then I tried every possible combination of it being off by 2, and that didn't work. And after that was like an hour.
And after every possible combination of it being off by 10,
yeah,
you gave up.
yeah. It's horrible. So I have this $8 paperweight
Nice.
with some numbers that you can twirl around at random.
Now, did it come with a preset combination at all?
It was 0000.
Oh, okay. Did you try that?
Yeah, I tried that. Yeah.
Did you try 1-1
No, I didn't.
or 9-9?
Ooh,
I don't know
maybe I'll try that.
how far locks go to.
I think it was just 1 through 9,
Yeah,
or
okay.
0 through 9. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I haven't used a lock since high school.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even a padlock?
Nope. Well, I mean, other than I lock my door when I'm in the house.
Right.
My doors when I get out of my car.
You don't have to lock any of your shit down, though.
No.
That's good.
Nothing to lock down.
Not even your gun box?
Nope.
Not even...
I just leave those out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You leave the
You
GIMP?
never know when you're going to need one.
The GIMP is never locked in the basement or anything?
Let them roam.
Yeah? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I'm not cruel.
Yeah.
I may be really strict about my grilling laws,
Right.
but I'm not a dick.
Now, if a GIMP wants to grill, because I've heard that they're not really entwined by much of the state laws.
Right.
Are they allowed to grill in an apartment or in someone else's abode when they don't have permission?
Here's where it gets tricky.
If the zipper mask is on.
It will be in a GIMP.
Right.
If their owner lets them grill,
Okay.
then they can grill. The owner can't, because they live in an apartment.
Oh, right.
But the
right.
GIMP being not held by state laws.
Right.
And also being a slave, thus having to do the work,
Oh, right.
he gets to grill.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
only if the owner wants him to.
Is there any better burger than a grilled burger?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know about GIMPs. Most of them, before they become GIMPs, go to culinary school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They are amazing chefs.
And you're not talking about short order cooks here.
No, I am talking like fine dining.
Like sauteed onions like you've never had.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Had a GIMP portobello burger once.
Those are the best.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's all the leather gear that sort of, I don't know, like some people work better under pressure.
Oh, right.
Like maybe just the tight, restrictive, hot clothing, makes them, like it's,
It's
stress.
like how baseball players played better in the 30s and 40s when they had those horrible uniforms.
Right,
Yeah. They were much tougher sons of bitches.
Right.
Back when it was called stool ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is true. Look it up.
Okay.
We entertain only ourselves, and that is the best part of this.
It is. It really is.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Fuck them.
Okay.
Grilling motherfuckers.
Yeah. They probably didn't even hear us. They were out grilling in their backyard. Willy-nilly.
They put on their podcasts and, put it on their stereo so that they can grill outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of their apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, this is good to trash. It'll be over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And,
I can go in, I can listen to 30 seconds of it. That way I can
Right,
be like, oh, I remember when you guys said that one thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, so yeah, listen. We all know what happens.
Yeah. But as soon as the Smodcast comes on, they're glued.
So, yeah. Yep.
I've never listened to the Smodcast.
I didn't know what that is.
It is Kevin Smith's podcast.
Oh,
One
okay.
of Kevin Smith's podcasts. I think he has 17 of them.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
Oh no, last time I saw Kevin Smith's picture, he was wearing a shirt that said haters gonna hate.
Oh, okay.
I figured that was something that he gets a lot.
I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, did you ever hear how that Springfield movie turned out?
I did not.
The $70 ticket price?
I did not. Pat Kane never sent me any kind of message saying how it did, but why would he?
Did he go to that?
Yeah, no, I think he wanted to go.
Okay.
I think maybe our listener James Abels went. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I never asked him about it either. So guys, let us know. How did it go?
Yeah.
If you're listening.
If this is the 30 seconds that you've listened to
Right,
in this
yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Was it worth the $70? Let us know.
Little things, little in life is worth the $70 price tag.
Yeah, really. Yeah. So, let us get into this.
Let's begin.
Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. What a clunky title.
Yeah. Yeah. Until I saw it on the screen, I was like, oh, Port of Call. I thought it was like an area of New Orleans, like Port of Call,
Okay.
New Orleans. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'd never heard that phrase before. Is that a common phrase? I've heard Call of Duty.
I've heard Call of Duty. I think I've heard of Port of Call before this.
I'd never heard that.
Usually in like some sort of cop type movie.
Oh,
Television
okay.
program, maybe. And I apologize for not enunciating clearer, so that you did not know that it was actually Port of Call.
Oh, it's not just you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the world. I've heard other people mention that movie, and never knew what it was actually called.
Okay. Well, it's called Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
Now I know.
Yeah. Starring Nicolas Cage. Directed by Werner Herzog. And co-starring, kind of, Val Kilmer.
Eva Mendes.
And Eva Mendes.
Ava,
I would say. She appears to be a lovely Hispanic lady.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to pronounce her name Hispanically.
Well, who better in the room to do it?
I'm not sure. The Gimp, probably.
Yeah, the Gimp, probably. He's asleep, though, this time of night.
It's pretty late.
Yeah.
That movie, I don't know, I don't think we got started late, but
No.
that movie seemed to go on a lot longer than I thought it did.
Yeah, there was like a couple different times where it seemed to like just tangent into another direction, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, I thought this was like wrapping up here.
Yeah, I did too, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The Netflix sleeve said it was only 2 hours, but man, it felt like 3.
And that scene, now that sounds like a spoiler, and I agree, like I was thinking it was 2.5.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah.
And I was happy whenever it did go in another direction and
Right.
keep going. I was like, oh, awesome. Another thread.
I will say that this movie took a while to get going.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely not into this,
Coming out of the gate.
coming out of the gates. I think, well, here's the spoiler. When Nicolas Cage starts to go crazy, then the movie picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say roughly around the first time that we get a point of view from some sort of reptile or amphibian.
Yeah.
That's kind of where the movie starts.
Yeah.
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 And then, folks, I said first time.
Yeah, the first time you get a reptile cam view. It reminded me of, you ever remember those David Letterman things in the 80s when they'd have like something cam, you know?
Yeah.
It was reminding me of a reptile cam from David Letterman.
Yeah. So you enjoyed this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed this movie. But let's go ahead and be clear. This is not a good movie.
It's hard to say it's a good movie, but it was enjoyable, and it was one of those things where it could have been just horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
But it was very enjoyable and recommendable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's not really like, I mean, it sort of has a kind of 3-act linear structure, sort of.
Sort of.
It's not just like completely experimental and weird, but
No.
it has a lot of odd scenes.
Choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like Nicolas Cage and his like almost seriously, like, it reminded me of his Vampire's Kiss persona at times.
Right.
Like, he's got that weird hunch when he walks, and
Right.
his voice is all fucked up, and he's just doing bizarre things.
His voice changes like 6 times in the movie.
Yeah. It almost sounded like Jimmy Stewart at one point.
Oh, yeah, like he was affecting like this weird sort of mush-mouth lisp thing going on. Like just for like a stretch of 20 minutes, and then like it disappears.
Yeah. Well, he is on like various drugs throughout the movie,
So,
and various
that
combinations of drugs. Yeah, I figure, like, I don't think it was like a mistake or like, you know,
Right.
or an inconsistency so much as like, yeah, just a strange persona that he, you know, was taking on.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bizarre movie. That is made even more bizarre by the fact that for some reason they called it a Bad Lieutenant movie.
Yeah. Well, he's got some problems.
Well, he's a lieutenant, and he's bad.
Yeah.
But like when you make a Police Academy movie,
Mhm.
since we've been watching Police Academy movies
Yeah,
lately,
yeah.
you know, when you decide to do Police Academy 2, there are certain things that you want to, you know, include in your franchise.
Right.
To, you know, keep it tied together, I guess.
Well, the characters, but
Characters, you know, maybe some sort of tone.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, this. I mean, okay. Granted, it's been years since I've seen. Like, it's probably 10 years, probably since I've
Right.
seen Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
And you saw it recently.
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty recently. And it seemed to me like the original one, yeah, it was. I remember it being a lot darker and more like metaphoric and just creepier.
It is. It is a very serious movie.
Mm-hmm.
Very little humor to be found anywhere.
Right.
It is kind of pretentious.
Yeah, like the church scenes.
Yeah. I believe I tweeted while I was watching the movie, because that movie is all based around Harvey Keitel trying to arrest the rapists of a nun, and they show the nun rape scene like fairly early on in the movie, and at that point I was like, oh, I could just envision whoever wrote that movie, Abel Ferrara or whoever it was, sitting at his computer or typewriter and like, look how shocking I'm being.
Yeah.
A nun gets raped.
Yeah.
Who
does that?
Yeah.
Me. That's who.
Yeah. Harvey Keitel is going to stand here naked. Let's see his dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one was a lot more fun.
Yeah. I'm going to say that this one was all about let's just do whatever the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Hey, Nick, act crazy.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
That's what makes it awesome.
Well, I mean, it's Werner Herzog.
Yeah.
Like it may have been just like no script,
Right.
As far as like the as far as his especially like his dialogue and his actions,
Right.
Maybe like the overall story I'm sure was written because it seems pretty coherent, but yeah, I could see that. Nicolas Cage just going crazy,
Yeah.
like he used to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, yeah. I was just gonna say, like I said before, his character in Vampire's Kiss. I mean, it was very, very similar to this.
Right.
Like a drug-addled cop instead of I forget what he was, just a businessman or lawyer or something. But yeah, very, very crazy and old school Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. But as I said, it's kind of a slow pace to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that point, it's pretty much every crime procedural movie that you ever seen.
Right.
Cops investigating things and witnesses being questioned. And
Well, that's one of the best parts too. Is even after he goes crazy, it seems like a lot of the other actors are still in one of those kind of shows and movies, like his captain or whatever, the guy that's in charge, and like a lot of it is very straightforward, and then he just walks in and does his insano act.
Right. And then there's I don't.
You don't want to spoil it, or what?
Oh, I don't care about spoiling.
Okay.
Because it still needs to just be seen.
Yeah,
believed.
exactly. Like, it's not so crazy that it's going to blow you away, but I mean, it's just very well done. Like, his kind of like descent and believable and fun. You know,
Right.
Yeah. It's still creepy. There's still some creepy, crazy parts.
See, I'm going to assume that you're going to be referring to the first scene where he pulls over the two people coming out of the club.
That's what I was thinking.
Which was sort of like reminiscent of the scene in the original.
Where he pulls over the two girls.
Right, yeah. That to me, that just seemed like, I guess maybe we should kind of include something like that.
Right.
But let's do it where he wins.
Yeah.
Because the first Bad Lieutenant, the original or whatever,
it's not a sequel, really. I mean,
it's not a sequel and it's not a remake.
I can't remember. His character wasn't Terrence McDonough, right?
His character had no name.
In the first one? Okay.
No characters in that movie had names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it could have been the same character.
Could have been, I guess.
Doesn't seem like it.
I would guess not, no. But the whole point of that movie is that Harvey Keitel is losing.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
He is just on the downward slide to hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this, it's weird because it's like we get an origin for the Bad Lieutenant. Like, we see him promoted to Lieutenant, and then be bad.
Right.
And then, but everything turns out okay.
Yeah. I know, there's like this one scene where I was at least 100% sure that he was imagining it from some drug-induced state.
I'm 90% sure I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah, where like everything just goes right for him in a matter of 2 minutes.
It's like every character he's had a problem with, just walks in the room, one after the other, just, hey, our problem solved.
Yeah. I know, I was like, this can't be real. And then that's what made me go like, oh wow, they're just having fun with it. Right. It's becoming even more
of a comedy, like in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good feat.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this was like Werner Herzog, I'm just guessing here. Like, he's like, or maybe it was Nicolas Cage's idea, to bring back the fun, crazy Nicolas Cage that, we all miss. Cause like Raised in Arizona and Vampire's Kiss and True Romance. But his name is McDonough. His last name is McDonough, which was his last name in Raised in Arizona. I wonder if that was like a nod or something.
I don't know. I didn't know his last name in Raised in Arizona.
It was Herbert McDonough.
All right.
But yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in 15 years.
It's been a while. When you were watching that, I was watching the original Bad Lieutenant.
Yeah. We traded.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's so many great characters and like weird scenes, like the ghost dance scene. Oh. Someone spirit dances in the movie, and it is awesome.
You have to see it. You just have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. I mean, everything does kind of get tied up, though. Like, all the things I was like, oh, they're not going back to that. And like in one of the last scenes, I think the scene that you were talking about, the whole, this has to be like some sort of drug-induced fantasy that is going on. Like a character gets mentioned that, I was fairly sure that was the end we'd ever see that character, like an hour and a half ago. Right. And then even the very final scene of the movie, another character shows up, and that ties up something from early on, too.
Yeah. Oh, it ends weird.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
It didn't seem as upbeat as, maybe, like, as it was looking.
Have been, yeah.
Well, it was, like, building up to this upbeat, and it sort of, like, takes it back down a notch at the end, but, like, maybe he is in trouble.
Right.
But, maybe the ending was, maybe the ending, I'm just figuring this out right here.
Maybe the ending was imagined?
Maybe everything was imagined except for the very end,
Right.
Like where he's in that hotel room. Maybe that was real, but like all the good stuff.
The stuff leading to that.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh, I never, wow. Yeah.
That might be.
That could be. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Huh. Spoiler. But, yeah, fun movie.
Yeah.
Was this is the first Werner Herzog movie I've seen that isn't a supposed, at least, documentary. Like, I've never seen any of his, like, movies.
Oh, okay. Right.
Like Fitzcarraldo or anything. I've never seen any of that.
The only one that I know that I've seen was wasn't a documentary, but it was, based on a true story, Rescue Dawn.
Oh, okay.
With Christian Bale.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty good.
I think Grizzly Man, and I think I've seen one other quote-unquote documentary. Because, like, they may or may not be real.
Right. But I think Grizzly Man is real.
I believe that one is.
Yeah.
People have told me that it's not, but I believe it is. Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that actually happened.
Well, I mean, I know the event happened, but they're saying, like, a lot of the footage is, like fictionalized. But
doctored.
It seems pretty realistic to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed Grizzly Man quite a bit.
Never saw it. So, I don't support that.
The bear maulings?
I don't support bear maulings.
Is there an animal scarier than a bear? They are huge and they want to kill us.
That's kind of true.
I mean, I'm more scared of snakes.
Right.
But, I mean, which one would you rather be in a room with? Even with a fear of snakes, I'd rather be in the room with a snake. Because if you're in a room with a bear, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, because like even everything that I've heard, like,
Play dead.
Play dead.
Yeah.
They'll only chew on you a little.
Yeah.
Before they get bored.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. That sounds horrible. I mean, if Ryan, remember the movie Buried? Spoiler. Yeah. If a bear wiggled its way into his coffin instead of a snake, I'm guessing he couldn't have scared it out with a flashlight or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah. And, I'm also fairly certain that, again, had a bear, wiggled its way into his coffin, that there's no way he could have avoided it for very long.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some coffins roomier than others, obviously.
Right.
But usually they're not designed to accommodate a woodland creature of that stature.
No, maybe a baby bear.
Yeah, well, like a little cub or something.
Right.
You want to be buried with your pet.
Right.
You have a large tortoise that you've just loved or something. Yeah. But oh yeah, what do you think of Val Kilmer in this movie?
I don't know. He disappeared for most of it.
Yeah. Well, he was the real bad cop.
Kind of, yeah.
He was more like the bad lieutenant than the bad lieutenant.
Yeah. Was he a lieutenant?
I don't think he was.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Like he seemed pretty prominent from the get-go, and then he disappears for at least an hour of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was devising some more awful plans than Nicolas Cage was.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And like Nicolas Cage was just being that way because he was just fucked up.
Yeah. His judgment was askew.
Right. And, Val Kilmer was just being evil.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Maybe that is the bad lieutenant.
He was the bad guy. He was the bad cop.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was, though. I don't know his rank.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
his name was Steve.
Yeah. I realized...
Just put on some weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized, too, about Val Kilmer. Like, I remember really liking him, like, in The Doors and a couple other things.
Right.
I seem to only like him when he's when he's doing a comedic or, like, a pseudo-comedic. Like, even in, what was that movie we watched?
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yeah, even that, like, he was pretty funny in that.
Yeah.
But every time I see him in a serious role, I'm like, I just have trouble buying it.
Right.
Like, I just don't believe him anymore.
It's because he's got kind of a smugness about him, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just kind of, he can't take it seriously.
Yeah.
He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
That and, like, once you see somebody as Batman, and they're not, an amazing actor, like, I would say Christian Bale is a much better actor than Val Kilmer.
Of course.
But,
what about George Clooney?
Oh, definitely George Clooney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Definitely, even Adam West.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those guys, like, are amazing, and I can...
So basically what you're saying is that only Val Kilmer
Kilmer. Yeah. Maybe the guy that was in the 30s serial with those, like, foot-long ears and the costume that looked like it, like expanded in the wash or something. But maybe that guy too, but yeah, Val Kilmer, I can't take him seriously anymore. Like Wonderland, I was like, oh, come on.
That was not a good movie.
No.
Yeah. I can't think of many other movies I've seen him in that he's been dramatic.
I'm thinking of one where he had a big ponytail. What was that? Was he in Blow, maybe? No.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see him do funny stuff like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He was pretty good, and Top Secret.
Right. He's apparently the villain in MacGruber.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the ponytail. I think he had a ponytail.
Right.
Saw him in a commercial. I haven't seen the film.
Right.
We'll call it a film.
Yeah. Looks incredibly not good.
Yeah.
But I've heard people say it's good.
I can't
believe it. I can't. Not at all.
Like, even when you watch Saturday Night Live and you see, like, 3 of those skits within an episode, you're like, oh, please, come on, stop it already.
Yeah.
Two was pushing it.
Luckily, I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Lucky for everyone?
Lucky for me that I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I think, like, I kind of learned this maybe over the past week that maybe sketch comedy is not for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were not enjoying the Mr. Show.
Yeah, I rented Mr. Show the first couple seasons on the Vivid. And, yeah, I did not enjoy it at all. And I don't like Saturday Night Live, so I think maybe
try.
I just don't like sketch comedy.
How about Kids in the Hall? You like Kids in the Hall?
I love Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
At least I used to. I haven't seen it in forever.
Uh-oh. What if you watch it now and you don't like it?
Oh, that would be heartbreaking.
Yeah. Wow. Or Mad TV or in Living Color.
I used to love Mad TV. Not so much the Living Color.
Really?
Yeah. And let's say that Living Color was clearly intended to only be, of that time period.
Yeah,
There is no way that
it's kind of dated. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dated the next week.
Yeah, because like the next day in 6th grade, everybody's like doing all the Homie the Clown jokes.
Right.
Like by the next week, you're like, I've heard it already. I'm done.
And then, of course, there's the people who still bring it up. Homie, don't play that.
Oh, yeah.
2 snaps up.
That's awesome, though, because they're bringing it back, you know. Is it ironic, or is it just, what are they doing?
I think they're just being idiots.
Yeah. But, yeah. Bad Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I kind of enjoyed it better than the original.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
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 I definitely.
Because I did not enjoy that movie yesterday.
Really?
I will tell you that much. Just way full of itself. Harvey Keitel, good actor.
Yeah.
And good in it.
Right. He did his job well. He just
yeah.
was paid to do a bad job.
Yeah, well, I don't know that it's that.
I don't remember it very fondly, but it's, like I said, been a long, long time.
Yeah. Maybe it's just been overhyped. I don't know. I did not enjoy much of it.
That's weird.
It just like the whole thing was just like, look how shocking I am.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird. In the last 24 hours, I've watched 2 sequels about police officers.
Yeah.
And one of them was way worse than the original,
Yeah.
and one was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen all 4 of those movies recently.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they could have had Michael Winslow make some different sounds in the second one.
Right,
I mean, he did the
right.
karate sounds. That was funny. But
Right.
man, that was terrible.
It was not good. We watched Police Academy 2 last night.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as bad as you keep saying it is,
Oh, man.
but it wasn't good
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, coming off the luster of the first one from just the previous week, it just made it that much worse. And like, I hadn't seen it in 20 years, and I expected Bob Goldthwait to... I was like, oh, I remember loving him in that movie, but
Right.
even he was just... It was kind of, like, tired. And,
Right.
yeah,
Well, that's because you've had 20 years of Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah.
Doing his the exact same thing.
yeah.
For,
Yeah.
Up until recently when he stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobcat.
Oh, man. Let's see the movie he directed with Robin Williams.
Oh, Bobcat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called World's Best Father or something like that. World's Best Dad.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
Robin Williams was in Shakes the Clown that he directed as well.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Maybe they're pals.
Yeah, could be. Doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Both comedians of the 80s. I'm sure they palled around.
Couple odd dudes.
Couple on dudes.
Probably.
Probably had their fair share of drug problems.
Yeah. Yeah, they met at a comedy show and a rehab in the same week.
Right.
Like, you again. Let's be pals. I don't know much else to say about Bad
I don't know either.
I mean, the acting's, like you said, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The story is odd, but...
Yeah. The story itself is not odd, but the journey to get there takes some odd turns.
Yeah, it's like a linear story, but with just like,
some distractions.
Some wildness.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't kidding when we said, let's reiterate, reptile cams.
Yeah.
Over, like, more than one time.
More than one time.
Two or three?
Two? I think at least two.
Yeah.
One of them goes on for a very long time.
Yeah.
Where like it's a reptile cam, and there's like 50 actors standing in a room, not doing anything,
right,
while we're doing the reptile perspective.
Listening to some really good upbeat blues music. Yeah, it's bizarre.
And then Nicolas Cage occasionally looks directly at the camera.
Yeah. And it
the
works.
reptile camera.
Oh yeah. It totally works too.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
it does.
You're like, oh, he's really high.
Yeah.
He is really high.
Alright, well then, I'm gonna go take a hit off of my lucky crack pipe.
Oh yeah. Everybody has a lucky crack pipe. You gotta have a lucky crack pipe.
I think that was my favorite scene.
Yeah.
That had to be my favorite scene in the whole movie.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. Before,
like just that entire scene in that room.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll be back.
Sounds good.
I'm too drunk to dig this grave. I've been drinking for 17 days. I'm living the American dream. A dead body in a bottle of bean. The cops are hot on my trail. I don't have any money for bail, and I've got everything that I need. A dead body in a bottle of bean. And I'm 3 feet down. I got 3 left to go. Then I'm hell-bound on the first train to Mexico. As the sun starts to rise, now I'm covered in flies. I've gotta get this dirt off of me. A dead body in a bottle of bean. And I'm 3 feet down. I got 3 left to go. Then I'm hell-bound on the first train to Mexico. Mexico line, I'm here in the nick of time. I'll forever be free. A dead body in a bottle of bean. A dead body in a bottle of bean. A dead body in a bottle of bean.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash. Howdy do. We had a good break.
Yeah, we did.
We smoked our lucky crack pipes.
Yes, we did. Got me off guard.
Welcome,
everyone.
indeed.
So yeah.
Yeah. Excited about this summer? Those movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some Thor coming at you.
The God of Thunder.
The God of Thunder, as Gene Simmons will attest to.
Yes, he will.
Or either sue against,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he seems like he would do that.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, like you see, is it Donald Blake? Is it the Thor in the movie?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No,
Okay.
Donald Blake is not in the movie.
Okay. I was gonna say if Donald Blake was drinking an OJ, that'd be double trouble.
Right, yeah.
Gene would be coming at you from all angles, Stanley. Watch out. You have to sell your Hollywood Walk of Fame square.
Right.
Oh, man.
Maybe his is next to Gene Simmons's.
Oh, that'd be lucky.
I don't know if Gene Simmons has one or not.
He deserves one.
Yeah, he kind of does.
You ever seen Wanted Dead or Alive? Rutger Hauer movie?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah, Gene Simmons, I think, is the villain in it.
I have seen Runaway with Tom Selleck, where Gene Simmons is the villain in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a good villain.
Yeah,
In real life and on the screen.
Well, he is the demon.
Yeah. He's come for ever-loving souls. Or whatever he says. Your mother...
Rob you of your virgin souls.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
And I'm sure the original version of that song, I'm sure it was something filthy.
And they had to make him tone it down.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the Paul Stanley version of that song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's filthier when Paul Stanley says it.
It is. Which you honestly would not think.
Yeah.
You know, Gene Simmons being Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
You pretty much just assume that he just excretes filth from his skin.
Right.
Yeah.
He's definitely the creepiest Kiss member.
Oh,
Like, you're
yeah.
just like, oh, what a lecher.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when Paul says something, you're just like, ugh.
He's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that weird, like, so over-sexualized voice.
Yeah, I think Gene Simmons is he's creepy in that sort of old uncle that's always trying to paw at his 19-year-old niece.
Yeah.
Whereas Paul Stanley seems like the creepy uncle who's trying to paw at the 7-year-old nephew.
Yeah. 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 Well, both are creepy. I mean,
yeah.
we're not splitting hairs, but...
But there's one that is slightly creepier than the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one's a Ted Bundy, one's a John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
And they do have similar face makeup.
Kind of, yeah. One of them does anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Peter and Ace are always just the friends that they just hang out.
They get roped into it.
They're not so much roped into it, but they're just always there. They're being creepy themselves, but not overtly. They're just in the background creepy.
Okay.
You know, they're just drinking cans of beer and just saying yes to anything that Gene or Paul says.
Yeah. I could see that. Because Paul and Gene have the egos and the...
Right,
you
right,
know,
yeah.
He's like the dudes that are like, all right, if you want to tip a cow, let's go tip a cow, guys. We'll do it. Let's get some more, Grolsch in us before we go. That was for Kathleen Khalil. She loves the Grolsch.
What?
Grolsch. A beer.
Okay.
I've never had one.
Never heard of it?
Apparently it is tasty.
Alright.
According to her. I've never tried it.
No. Is it one of those fancy beers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then I might enjoy
Yeah.
it. Alright. So I do not enjoy fancy beer. But I think I'm not going to enjoy any beer anymore, ever again.
Really?
I think so. I think
No.
I'm done drinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can we still be friends?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really drink much, actually. Just usually once a week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to fail at my goal here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll probably drink. Probably soonish.
I'd be willing to say most people that try not to drink end up drinking.
Yeah. But You know, I did go for an entire year once, not drinking.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. But that was after I got, like, incredibly sick.
That was 5th grade.
No. That was 4th.
Oh, that's right. You got sick in 3rd. Okay,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Did something happen recently?
Yeah.
Nothing you want to speak of?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Did you get sick?
No, I did not. It's nothing earth-shattering.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened, per se. But it was at space.
Oh, okay.
Eh.
Just too much drinking.
It was just miserable the entire time.
Oh, okay. And you associate it with the drinking?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you don't associate it with the comic books.
So I associate it with that, too.
So you done reading?
Probably not. Well, I'm probably not going back to any conventions.
Oh, okay. Wow. No drinking, no cons.
Yeah. I was always never big on the cons anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I do like hanging out with my friends. But even that's a hassle. So I'm not going to do that anymore.
All right.
So, fuck Comic Cons.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck drinking.
Well, okay then.
Because usually after both, I wind up a lot more stressed out and tired than I really want to be.
Yeah. I could see that.
Exhausted.
Well, remind me not to bring over the beers. I don't want to, be that guy.
Yeah, I did remove the booze out of our subtitle.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like
That
6
was a
months
while
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3 months ago. 4 months ago. Something like that.
Yeah. Something like
But other than that, any other resolutions? Or
there's lots of things I want to change about my life. I mean, I can go into them in detail if you want. So.
Is there a fun one?
I'm going to stop doing comics.
Oh, okay. That's fun. Yay!
I think it'd be really awesome if the year 2011 I can get laid,
Yeah,
but
that'd be cool.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. So
You gotta have a positive spin in your mind.
that also is not going to happen.
Damn it.
In fact, getting laid probably be more likely to happen than me having a positive attitude.
Maybe here's what'll happen. Me and Kathleen are going on a vacation in a few weeks
Uh-huh.
out of the country.
Yeah.
We'll find some Canadian refugee that wants to, be an American citizen,
Right,
and
right.
we'll get her down here to marry you.
That's not going to happen.
I'm sure they're in droves wanting to leave that backwards nation.
I'm sure there are,
No.
but it's not going to happen on my end.
Oh, okay.
I'm not marrying anyone.
Okay. Even for the,
Nope.
okay. The nookie,
Nope.
as Fred Durst once coined.
The luminary that is Fred Durst.
No, was he a luminary or a visionary?
Both.
Okay, because he had the hologram on his chest, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Okay. It was of a douchebag.
Yeah.
It was a hologram. His power animal was that of a douchebag. One might say indistinguishable.
From him.
From his, him and his power animal.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any positive resolutions.
Well, no drinking, that's positive.
Okay, I don't have any fun resolutions.
Oh, okay.
So apparently I can't have fun if I'm going to be sober, is what you're telling me.
No, not at all. I'm not saying that.
That's pretty much what you said.
I had fun.
I said, I'm not going to drink, and then you said, do you have any fun resolutions?
I said, do you have any other ones? And then you were like, plenty. And I was like, any fun ones? No, I think that's good. Drinking's bad.
Yeah.
Except for when you're drinking.
Yeah.
Then it's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that if I ever find a time where I'm going to go out with you and Kathleen to Mexican, I'm probably going to get fucking wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Because of peer pressure, most likely.
We'll have them put it on and a giant coffee or margaritas and coffee mugs, so you
can pretend.
So you don't know that we're drinking. Yeah, just like my grandma, she used to drink her beer and or whiskey in coffee mugs, so we wouldn't know.
There's something weird about that.
About just hiding it?
About drinking things in coffee mugs that shouldn't be drinking coffee mugs.
I've drank wine out of coffee mugs plenty of times.
Yeah, I mean, I've drank things out of coffee mugs, but it just seems wrong. Like just psychological. like I shouldn't be holding a cup by a handle, and when I put it to my mouth, I should be expecting some sort of hot beverage.
A hot beverage?
You know, a coffee, a tea, or a hot chocolate.
Well, that's why the handle's there, right?
Right. And maybe if we're getting adventurous, maybe a soup.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, and then you taste, you know, anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Be it alcohol or water.
Yeah, water's weird.
Just,
Coffee mug.
Huh?
Water's weird in a coffee mug.
Everything's weird in a coffee mug.
Yeah.
It's not coffee, tea, or hot chocolate.
Occasionally a soup.
Occasionally a soup.
Well, I don't think my grandma was thinking so much about how odd.
Oh, I know, but
her receptacle
right,
was.
Yeah. But I'm sure deep inside she probably was.
Yeah.
She was like, this isn't right.
Until she got wasted. Then she was like, this is so right. In fact, I'm going to put it in my salt shaker. Grammy. Rest in peace.
So, something did happen to me. I'm going to say Thursday? Maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember. Maybe you can tell me if I'm in the wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a grilling incident? Because I'm going to assume you're in the right if it was a grilling incident.
This is not a grilling incident.
Okay. Because you know the rules.
I know the rules. I made up the rules.
Yeah.
This is not a grilling incident. This is a societal issue.
Okay.
In which people are not behaving correctly the way that one would in a proper society.
Okay. Happens all too often these days.
Yes, it does. And I took a stand.
Okay.
I took a stand
For us, the people.
for the people,
For
right.
the society.
For society, for norms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And by that I mean the guy from Cheers.
I love that guy.
And Norm Macdonald. I was at Speedway, buying some snacks for lunch, a beverage, maybe a snack, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first person in line. It is a setup where there's 3 cashiers, and then you stand in a line, and the etiquette says that once the first cashier is clear, you go to that one,
right.
And then the person behind you goes to whoever is next, and there is one single line.
Like at a bank.
Yes.
Like a bank teller. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm standing there in the front of a line. There are 3 cashiers. All 3 cashiers are currently busy. I am patiently waiting. This elderly woman walks in and then stands behind the first person at the first register.
Right.
And so I say, ma'am, the line is back here. What? The line starts behind me here. This is where the line is. What are you talking about? Talking about the line? It's what people stand in to wait to get to the cashier. It's back here. See these people? They're all waiting in line, like me.
There's people behind you.
There's like 3 people behind me, yeah. So I'm not allowed to just come in here and stand in line? Like, you're allowed to stand in line. It's this line that is happening right now. Oh, and then she begrudgingly moves to the back of that line. And so then, the cashier opens up, and I go towards it, and then, the people behind me, they do as, society dictates, then go to their cashiers, and while I'm still at my cashier, I see that she has been called up to the next open register. And the guy says, I can help the next person in line. Again. Line, yeah. And she says, well, I don't know. Am I allowed?
Wow. Awesome.
And the guy says, what? She's like, am I even allowed to come up to you? And the guy's like, yeah. What's going on? And then I hear her, relate the story. And as I walk out with my purchases, the fucker is giving me the evil eye. And just giving me, like, the shitty stare down as I walk out the door.
Maybe it was his grandma.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly, yeah.
And that asshole, he's an asshole. I've been there many times before. He's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And he also is one of the people who calls people buddy and, not sir or whatever.
Right.
But I have been there where, like, he has yelled out in the middle of the speedway, if everybody could please form a single line, we can help you a lot better.
Right.
So he knows.
Yeah, he's
on the ball with that.
What if he's defecting to the other side? The chaos. He's been bitten by the chaos bug.
Well, then I hope he dies somewhere horribly of ass syphilis.
I mean, in all likelihood, he was probably just pretending to be on her side, like, why that jerk, or something. Yeah.
No, he was sincerely giving me the shit face.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
So, am I in the wrong?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
I mean, and you're right about the line thing. You shouldn't yell at old people. I mean,
I wasn't yelling.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was not yelling. I was trying to be as civil as I possibly could.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Cut in line.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things where she feels like she's lived on this world so long, she deserves to be able to just break the rules.
Fuck that. She's old enough to know better.
No.
And to know that lines exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense too.
So I'm probably never going back to that speedway.
Well, it's not like, he's going to spit in your gas or anything.
Well, no, but,
I'll give you the evil eye.
Oh, like I said, that guy's been a dick anyway every time I've been in there, so. Yeah, just fuck that.
And now he's gravitating towards promoting chaos.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done with people.
What you need is, you need to just adopt the, Terrence McDonough attitude when you're in there. Just go a little crazy.
If I could take a bump, like right before I go in.
Yeah.
Maybe I hit off my lucky crack pipe.
Right. It always makes the day go smoother.
Yeah, and you see somebody's soul still dancing in the aisle.
Yeah.
And,
Shoot him again. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You shoot him again.
Shoot him again.
Yeah. Oh. No, I don't think you're in the wrong at all.
All right.
Especially if you pointed out civilly, and there were other people. It wasn't like I could see if because there are some. I've been some places I can't think of, for instance, where it seems like there is an individual line for every register, like the DMV or something. Someplace where there's like different type of, maybe she was confused.
Right. Yeah.
But if you weren't the only person there, and there's clearly a line, then that makes sense. Yeah. It's like at the grocery, the self-checkout, where you walk up and there's 4 self-checkouts.
Right.
Occasionally somebody will be like waiting in line, behind,
well, if all 4 of them
are full. Instead of like waiting in one line, sometimes somebody goes in the other direction, and everybody just kind of looks at him like, he doesn't understand.
Yeah. Someone needs to speak up.
Yeah.
And I did that the other day at Speedway, and got shit for it.
Yeah. Well, they were wrong.
Okay.
You're right.
Yes.
Vindication!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as that guy said in the movie today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. I'm glad to go back to the movie. Because that actor, and the actor who played the cop in the evidence room.
Oh yeah, okay.
I get those 2 guys confused all the time.
Really?
For no reason, because they don't look alike.
Okay, yeah.
And it's just really odd that they were both in this movie.
I didn't recognize either one of them. But
I've seen them in other movies.
just bit parts and whatnot.
Yeah. I think one of them might have been in Machete.
Oh, really? The evidence room guy?
Evidence room guy.
Yeah.
And also, like I was going to point out that I wonder if, like I don't remember if when this movie was made, if there had been a National Treasure sequel out yet. Because Harvey Keitel is in this.
Oh, really?
Nicolas Cage.
Really?
So, I wonder, like, if maybe if there's, like, going to be another National Treasure.
Oh, wow.
If, like, there's going to be some sort of, like, pissing contest. 'Cause,
Or maybe they're pals and he was, like, giving him pointers.
maybe.
He's like, oh, you gotta be naked more, Nick. Naked. That's the key.
Yeah. Man, Harvey Keitel was fucking ripped in that.
Yeah.
Ripped.
He was an older man, too.
Yeah. At least in his 40s at that point.
Yeah. Well, that's old.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only 7 years away.
That's right.
You got a birthday coming.
Yeah. I'll be 6 years away
Yeah.
here shortly. Wow. Scary stuff.
Doing anything cool for your birthday?
I think I'm gonna have a margarita.
Huh?
And maybe some chiles poblanos.
Okay. So the exact same thing that you do over
Every Friday. It's just another Friday.
Yeah.
Only sometimes I might get some stuff for free, which is cool.
Yeah.
But
Should I be getting you anything for free? Because I still haven't even given you your Christmas
I haven't
present.
given you yours yet either. No, nothing.
Hey,
No.
and I'm certainly not going to have it done for your birthday.
Well, yeah, I can't think of anything I need or want.
All right. Well, then you get a swift kick in the ass then.
I do need that,
Yeah.
but not as much as I want it.
All right. Well, you got to talk to your lady friend about that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do once. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do needs, you mean?
Huh?
You do needs or wants?
I do the swift kick in the ass once.
Oh, I thought you said you... Okay.
No.
I was thinking needs and wants.
ONCE.
Okay.
WANTS.
All right. Wow.
Uh,
It's weird that those two words are
yeah.
easily interchangeable. They have none of the same letters,
Nope.
except for an N, maybe.
I'd offer to invite you to have Puerto Rican food with me next Friday, but you probably don't want to do that.
No.
I mean, Mexican, Puerto Rican, not somewhere at all.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure they have, alcohol.
Oh, okay. No,
I don't know that for sure.
I'm sort of really into the steady once a week Mexican Friday night thing.
The rut.
The rut that I'm in. I love my rut. No, I honestly do look forward to it. It's kind of like a little weekly treat. Kind of like my shower. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other exciting news in the world?
I don't know.
Did you hear about the guy that broke in the pet store? Did I tell you about that? There's a pet store, actually where I got my dog, Uma.
Okay.
10 years ago, next month, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been there since I was a kid, the pet store. About a week ago.
Is it Jack's?
Jack's Pet Store.
Right.
Jack's Aquarium.
Yeah.
But they also have pets,
Right.
not just fish. Because fish ain't pets. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a painting that moves, and you have to feed it.
Yep.
Looks cool. That's it. No lovable. No lovable.
Nope. Anyway.
But so, yeah, a 50-something-year-old man, after they closed, walked by, threw a cinder block through their front door, and he went in, decided not to take any cash, but he took 2 pythons and wrapped them around himself and was walking down the street carrying these 2 pythons, and when he was picked up by police 2 blocks down the road.
Yeah.
And there was a little thing about it on the news, that when it happened that night, and then it's never been in the paper since, because I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why that wasn't in the paper. But
do you suspect then? Because this is what I suspect.
it's an inside job.
No. From the story you just told me, what the first thing that came to my mind was that the pythons crushed him.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is odd, right?
Right.
Maybe they were so happy to be liberated,
Right.
you know.
But
But yeah, I don't know if he was, a little off or just high.
really,
But I mean, was he off, like, because he was, medically,
right.
diagnosed as off, or was he just some dude that was so high, he was like, I gotta get these snakes free.
Maybe he was planning on selling them.
Maybe he's gonna have a python fight.
Yeah, could be. That's why he took 2. Maybe he did want them to crush him.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
like some form of
Whoa.
shitty suicide.
wow, yeah. Like he's like, it's a natural death, and I'll still go to heaven.
Right, yeah.
Mother Nature kills me.
Yeah. I would have taken a cat.
Yeah, and
a python.
and a python.
I would have fed the cat to the python.
Oh, really?
No,
I thought you liked the cats.
I love cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a weird situation Thursday. I got home from work, and my phone rang, which is weird because nobody calls me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like my new phone, so only like 3 people have the phone number now at this point.
Right.
Uh,
Oh, I'm one of them.
yeah, you are. And then you've called me twice in the past 2 days.
Yeah.
But my mom calls me, and she's like, "Are you home?" I'm like, yeah. Car won't start because she works right next to me here. So,
Oh, yeah.
So she was basically right here. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, I've called Dad. He's gonna come out, but like if we need your help, are you gonna be around? I'm like, yeah, I'll be around. She's like, okay. So I decided I'm just gonna go hang outside with her. Wait till my dad shows up.
It's a
And,
nice day. It wasn't 80 yet.
It was actually cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was like 40.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh my God! The temperature's increasing exponentially.
yeah. So my dad shows up, and he's already grumpy because he had to drive all the way out here to help my mom fix the potentially broken car, which he's not thrilled about that. And then he gets out of the car, and like he's just visibly upset, and he's like, "Hit a damn cat on my way here."
Aw.
I guess he pulled out onto one of the streets closer to their house, and a cat ran out in front of him, and he hit it, and then the cat ran back.
Oh, okay.
It's not okay. That cat probably died shortly thereafter.
Aw. Maybe not. Maybe he's really strong.
Well, I did have a cat that got hit by a car once.
Mm-hmm.
And she lived to be like 18 years old.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Maybe this is the same sort of deal.
Yeah.
Hope so. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it totally sucks.
Bummer.
Yeah.
You gotta love the kitties.
I love cats. Cats are awesome.
My cat rules.
He does.
Mm-hmm. Goober.
Pretty awesome.
Goober.
You.
Goo is... Wow. How old is Goo now? 12? I think he's
Right.
12. Maybe 13.
What?
Wow. Nutty.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Cat Talk.
I'll talk about cats all day long. Or not.
Yeah.
Or we can wrap it up.
Uh,
I think there was something I was going to try to...
I thought there was something, yeah. That's why we're kind of stalling. 'Cause I thought
Yeah.
there was something you were going to bring
I
up.
cannot remember at all.
I'm sure you'll remember. And then just like last week, we forgot to mention that the name of our show is mentioned throughout the book that we reviewed.
Oh, yeah.
Why would we bother to remember that?
Yeah.
That's not important.
No.
That's
yeah.
not cool
It's not
or
something
interesting.
that stood out as we were reading
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. We are just bad at this.
Yes, we are. That's why we're not listed on any podcast lists.
It's one of many reasons.
Yeah. No, we're nobody's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for the pity listen.
If you made it this far, and we all know that you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of what I was going to try to tell, so I'm ready to call it a day.
Let's go. It's hot outside. Our brains aren't
Yeah.
working. We haven't been drinking.
Nope.
I mean, clearly, the only thing we've had in a mug is coffee,
Yeah.
sadly. Well, Okay, if you want me to, I can pick my book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I got a Christmas present from one Joe G.
Yeah, yeah.
Cohort of yours and mine.
Yes, yes.
And I
League.guttertrash.net.
live it.
Or workinprogress.blogspot.com. Or actually, it's joegrindelwald.blogspot.com.
If he ever does change his name to Work in Progress,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
that would be easier to remember. Something to think about, maybe, Joe.
It's easier to spell.
Yeah, yeah. Grunenwald.
And
I mean,
pronounce.
is there a V in Grunenwald? No,
I think so.
No, I don't think
so.
I don't think there's.
GVR. Grunenwald.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
With a silent Q at the end. No, but he gave me a book for Christmas, and
Is it a flash book?
it's not a flash book. I know. I read like the first like little bit of it when he gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's neat," and then I just never finished it. And then so I decided to pick it and
So you
read
decided to torture us both with it.
it.
This uninteresting book that you couldn't finish.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler.
Joe, goddamn.
No, but I picked it up and I kind of read through it pretty fast this week, actually.
Alright.
So figured I'd pick it. It is called Stitches. It's by a man named David Small.
Alright.
I think he's not usually a comic artist. He illustrates like kids' books for other writers, but this was like his.
Comic debut.
I don't know. I think it was his
Writing
debut.
debut?
Probably.
Right.
Yeah, because it's
Somebody's debut.
yeah.
The editor. This is the first book he's edited.
The person that did the Perfect Bound Binding.
Right,
that was his
the
first
first-
job, and you
right.
can clearly tell because it's falling apart. I lost the first 2 chapters on the way over.
Oh, that means it'll be quicker. to
Yeah,
read.
it's just
Sweet.
just faster for you.
Sweet.
So,
Alright.
So yeah, Stitches by David Small.
Cool. Alright. I've never heard of it, but let's do it.
Cool.
Alright.
Play along if you can.
Yes. Joe maybe has.
I bet he's read it, yeah.
Can't imagine
He
he
said
would buy something that he's never read.
Or at least heard good things about it.
Right. Yeah. Especially like someone that maybe you're not familiar with.
Yeah.
Unless it was really good. So let's hope it's really good.
Yeah, let's do that.
God, it's gonna be terrible. Veto. Veto.
No, you just used 3 vetoes.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Can I take them all back?
Yeah, you can take them all.
Alright, then I guess we'll read this.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
And just so we both know, they don't mention the word gutter trash in this book, so we don't have to remember that they do.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Alright then. I don't know what that was, but it did not feel good.
Uh-oh. Inside your body?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Right in the chest area there.
Ooh, that's not an area where you want things to go awry.
No, it's not.
Hmm.
Alright, well let's,
If he lives to tell the tale.
if I live, we'll talk about Stitches next week. If not, then let's welcome in our new host of Gutter Trash, Joe Grunenwald, along with the old guard, Jason Young.
That's right.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive.
And
Eric Schonborn.
he can review my funeral.
Okay.
There. Alright. Let's go ice down.
All right. Break out your lucky crack pipes.
Your soul will keep dancing. Goodbye. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.